Hello everyone, I'm Bradley Verdell, and this is my second author update. Thank you so much if you're watching this. I'm sending this author update out to my email subscribers to let them know about this YouTube channel. There's some content on it already, like the authors recommend books videos. Please check those out, where myself and another self-published author will give book recommendations. The main news today is that Chadwick Yates 8 is done. The final editing is done, and the cover is done, and all I have to do now is upload it into Kindle, make sure that everything converts well, and then I will set the exact date that it will publish. The reason I wanted to send this out to my email followers now is that if you go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will be using this to let you know when the exact time the book is going to release, and I'll also be setting the book to 99 cents at the beginning. Usually I price my books at $2.99, but for those who are following me by email or on YouTube, I want you guys to get that $2 discount and get it for 99 cents, which is the lowest that Amazon will allow me to set the price for the book. So subscribe to the channel, and then you'll know the exact day that it's going to come out and how long that 99 cents is going to last for, and you'll be able to grab it cheaply. The reason I wanted to do this YouTube channel, I just wanted to say that to the email subscribers, and the reason I think it's so important for people to subscribe is that I'd really like to move away from sending emails and just use YouTube as a format, because I feel like it's more personal. I'd rather you guys be able to see me and hear my voice, and and honestly, it's just easier for me to hop on and make a YouTube video than it is to write a perfect email. And the reason for that is this. I have a full-time job. I teach literature in high school, and I'm also spending most of my free time, my productive free time anyway, writing and also doing the editing that I need to do to get my books ready. Of course, I have an editor, but it's not that simple. I mean, I write the book, and then I edit it a few times myself, sanding it down and polishing it and trying to make it good. And then I send it to my editor, and sometimes my editor wants me to change, kind of important elements that require moving a lot of pieces around. So it's not as easy as just kind of sending it to the editor, and then I get it back, and then I publish it. Sometimes there's more work to be done on my end as far as addressing the issues that the editor wants me to address developmentally. So basically, I'm spending as much time as I can, as much time as I can stare at words in a day, and before my brain kind of shuts down. I want to spend that time on writing books and doing the editing that I need to do to get the books ready to publish. And I don't like adding on top of that sending email, because as a writer, of course, for one, it's less personal, but I'm kind of obsessive, and I'll write the email, and then I'll go through it with a fine-tooth comb like 5 times, because I don't want to get nailed for like grammar mistakes or bad wording, when really it's just, I'm just not interested in writing emails. I want to be writing fiction, and I think you guys want me to be writing fiction. So this is just a way that, if I can move everybody over to become YouTube subscribers, and I can take your comments and questions on YouTube, that's so much easier. And then you guys get to know me a little bit better, and I'd like to, at some point, get some readers to talk to me on YouTube as well, make a video of that. The other thing I wanted to say is I wanted to appeal personally to my mailing list subscribers. If you've read my books, and if you liked my books, please leave a review on Amazon. It can be just a star rating, give it a 4 or 5 star review. Even better, write a short review on Amazon. This helps more than you can possibly know. Because right now, let me say it like this, right now I have about 2,000 people following me via email. I have more than that on, if you consider people who are following me on Facebook. If 2,000 people left 4, 5, even 3-star reviews on my books, that would shoot me right to the top of the genre, because Amazon is kind of a winner-take-all market. So basically, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Books that get a lot of reviews get seen. Okay, they go high up the list to where people who are just browsing can see them, and then that in turn leads to more sales and more reviews. So it becomes this snowball effect where the rich get richer, and the most visible books become even more visible. Any book on Amazon with 2,000 reviews has got to be doing extremely well. And in my case, the difference between everybody who's following me on email leaving a review and not leaving a review, it only, it takes a few minutes of your time. But if everybody did that for me, I could quit my full-time job and write full-time, which is the dream, of course, and I would be able to publish books, 2-3 times faster, easily. If my full-time job becomes writing novels, I'm going to be able to produce a lot more, a lot faster, and that's really what I want to do. So, like I said, if everybody who's following me on email were to give me a 4 or 5-star review today, that would completely change my life. It would launch me right up with some of the best known authors out there, and not just me, but for any self-published author. So if you're reading other self-published authors, you can have no idea how important your reviews are. Please jump on Amazon and give those books a review, because it allows us self-published authors to compete with the big 5 publishing houses. Okay, as to the book itself, I hope you guys will love it. I think if you've been following the Chadwick Yates series, you're going to like it. It has more action than any book I've written yet. Book 3 had no action in it, and some people really liked that. Some people felt a little bit disappointed by it. But I think, in general, I think readers of the series appreciate the kind of more movie-like or action sequences where there's a lot of kind of very thoroughly described fights and action. This book is packed with it. I've really taken it up a notch. So in this book you have army versus army sort of pitched battles, and I think the action is just kind of constant from the beginning to the end. It's kind of like pure action. There's tons of battle scenes and fighting and a lot of that going on. So the next book will have less of that, but I really wanted this one to have a huge kind of action centerpiece to it. So hope you guys will love the book. It really, you can tell by the cover. The cover kind of says it all. It's traditional fantasy meets Victorian technology. You've got 2 guys from a kind of post-industrial revolution world going to a pre-industrial revolution world. And that's been very fun. It's so fun to mix kind of steampunk and the traditional fantasy kind of setting. Yeah, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell icon, you will get notifications. So when my next author update comes out, you will be notified by YouTube, and then you'll be able to grab it for 99 cents. And if you buy the book, thank you so much. Every time I see purchases, and especially when I see reviews, it really spurs me on and makes me want to write better and faster and more. Thank you so much. It's so encouraging when people who are complete strangers on the internet say kind words and leave reviews. It really makes my day, and it makes me hurry and get the next book out. I hope you love the book, and I hope you'll let me know if you do, and I'll be writing hard on the next Chadwick Yates and other projects. Again, thank you so much, and please like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe, and as I say in my Authors Recommend Books videos, share it with all your friends and all your enemies.